everybody, welcome back to the Mountain Dew Race Series. We're here for race number 20 at one of the most prestigious racetracks in all of America. We're here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the Indy 500 and also the Brickyard 400. We're here for these 42 men and women to go racing here around Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400. One of the most prestigious races to win, and every driver wants to kiss the bricks. And we're still in a tight battle for points, and lots of drivers still need wins or another win to help them out in wild card contention or to get in the top 20 or to retain their spot in the top 10 in points. So still a lot on the line for these drivers as we make our stop here at Indianapolis for race number 20. And also, it was rumored earlier in the week that the 51 car driven by Theo Stiegel was going to be taken out of the car, and they were true. Theo Stiegel is no longer the driver of the 51 car for Phoenix Racing. And with Monster jumping back on board the car this weekend, please welcome back Dougie Shears, who's taken over the 51 car, hopefully for the remainder of the season. He was a veteran a while back, I believe, in my series. He was, I think, season 1. But Dougie is making his long return back to the Mountain Dew Race Series, and he's going to make a good he picked a good race to come back at here at Indy, but he didn't qualify that well, but he has to get used to the cars, I guess. But yeah, there you go. That's the new driver of the 51. That was a surprise. And now we go back to the front. You see Brody Banta and Tim Freilich on the front row, and then you see James McLeod, the highest qualifying guy in the top 10 in points, starts third. Alongside him is Taylor Orndorff, Jack Richards, Jessica Miller, row 3, Adrian Becker, Matt Wells, row 4, and then you see Trent Dunham and Connor Breeden round out your top 10. And also to poke out a couple of drivers, you see the Napa number 3 car, that is Sean Henley. He'll be starting 15th, and then Jacob Rodriguez, who's second in points, is starting. He's mired back a little bit further. He starts 24th when he's carrying the Kroger paint scheme again, so those two are right there. And Seth Cole is actually starting 17th, who's third in the points. They have a little bit of a gap over everybody else, but that's where they are. But Brody Banta and Tim Freilich is on start on your front row. And we're going to get the starting command, and we'll check out the starting lineup for today's Brickyard 400.
Just like I told the boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today.
I'm going to miss the starting command every time, somehow.
All we got to do is
So
everybody
I
carry
am
the
a
weight.
failure at that, but
We'll be just fine at the end of this thing.
you can hear the normal radio chatter. Before goes by, here's your starting lineup for today's Brickyard 400. Alright, there was your look at your starting lineup for today's race. Brody Banta, Tim Freilich, both looking for wins, as well as James McLeod and Taylor Orndorff. Jack Richards starting 5th, looking for his second win of the season. He's ready to go racing for 24 laps around Indianapolis. The Chevy Camaro pace car heads to pit road. Crowd is on their feet from both sides of the straightaway. It's Brody Banta, Tim Freilich. To lead them down, they're waiting for the green flag to be displayed, and there is a green flag, and we are green at Indy. And Banta got a great jump on Freilich there, and I did practice this, and it went pretty well. Doesn't mean it'll have the same result the second time around after I practice this. The high side does not appear to be the place you want to be at. Whoa, look out, Jessica Miller there in the wall. Matthew Rodriguez, and there goes Miller in front of half the field, and that was so early, of course. Brony Ward just got so much front end damage. That didn't happen until like halfway through the race in the practice race, of course. Daryl Parsons has damage. Ryan Acosta avoided it. He snuck through that. Dylan Young, I think, got a little bit of damage. Charles Jackson, he might have damage. Can't tell. Oh, they're wrecking again. Taylor Orndorff wrecked. Seth Cole's in it. Jack Richards. Connor Breen wrecked. Ralph Green. Randy Carpenter. Oh, there's Dougie Shearsy wrecked. Ryan Juke wrecked back there. Danny Wells and Dylan Poteet. Zohar Munn, and they're piling up. Jesus Christ. I can never get a clean race. Cody Lamas. Brandon Parsons up in the top 10 in the standings. Michael Causey and Eric Byrne just ran over Danny Wells. And whoa, 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 Jason Marshall, what are you doing? He just turned Danny Wells into the pit road wall. Lucky he wasn't going really fast. Jessica Lawrence's damage with Ryan Juke on pit road. There's Seth Cole, third in the standings. You cannot avoid wrecks. Mike Becker, a wildcard contender. Brandon Parsons of Jack Richards. Aaron Reed, he didn't need that. Jessica Miller, Connor Breeden, Taylor Orndorff. And looks like everybody else continued on. I had major lag. I don't know where the leaders are. Brody Banta's so far ahead, and I got major lag too. Glitching right now. But Banta's out leading right now. James McLeod's gonna try to run him down. Oh, and Adrian Becker just bounced off the wall. Sean Henley and Trent Dunham worked by for 3rd and 4th. Becker's gonna fall back to 5th. Tim Browning's now 6th. So Steven Gonzalez, he's running 7th. Aaron Williams now 8th. Matthew Rodriguez 9th, and James Paul is 10th. There's Zach Carlson. And last week's winner Charles Jackson. And I'm still seeing glitch. I don't know why is it glitching. It's really weird. Callum Wells. He's in 13th right now, I think. I don't understand why it's glitching like that. Matt Wells, he is 14th. Dougie Shears is 15th. He started near the back, but it's actually a good run for him. And it's glitching out of the butt right now. Randy Carpenter, Daryl Parsons, and there's Aaron Reed, he's back on the track. Brandon Parsons pitted. Jacob Rodriguez has made through the wrecks. Ryan Acosta, and they are separated now, the whole field is. Emilio Navarrete. There's Dylan Young. He needed to avoid it, and he did, it looks like, mainly. Liam Ervig, Zohar Munn, and Rev Bell. They're battling for 23rd and 24th. There's Dylan Poteet. He still has major lag. I don't know what is up with it. There's glitchy. No look and see is the driver that dropped out of the race. Cody Lama, Jason Marshall, Danny Wells into 40th. Ryan Juke 39th. Ralph Green. Seth Cole ended up 37th. Eric Byrne 36th. Michael Causey, Taylor Orndorff, teammates Connor Breeden, Jessica Miller, Jack Richards ended up 31st. Barney Ward 30th, and Brandon Parsons 29th. See Aaron Reed 27th, a lap down. Mike Becker's 26th, a lap down. Rebel is in 24th. Some drivers are taking hits in the points today, early here at Indy. Let me catch up Dylan Poteet pretty soon. Brody Banta's trying to pull away. If he can stay out of the wall, he has a good shot at trying to get his first win here at Indy. Funny story about Brody Banta, he actually went to the actual Indianapolis weekend race they have for the Nationwide Cup Series with Michael Causey. So Brody Banta, what a win it would be here to win at Indy, the track he went to. James McLeod desperately needs a win. Him and Steven Gonzalez are both looking for it. Whoa, look out. Adrian Becker's been sliding back. 42 car, just the handles went away on that Haviland Dodge. Tim Frederick got by her, and here goes Steven Gonzalez. Steven Nova's on up for grab for him, as he is sporting the Pennzoil paint scheme once again this season, since the 29 car has a shell car Pennzoil paint scheme back there. Speaking of that, there is Matthew Rodriguez. He is a spokesman for Pennzoil, or Shell Pennzoil. You can ask him yourself. I don't know the phrase, or the quote, whatever you want to call it. He can tell you. He writes a book about it. No, I'm just kidding. Aaron Williams is back here at 9th. He has 2 wins now. If he gets in the top 10 in points, that could change everything for the wild card race, because everybody else has only 1 win this season. Aaron Williams, the only 2-time winner this season, so that could be huge if Williams works his way into the top 10. There is Zach Carlson. He needs a good run too. He's right there on the cut. He actually fell out of the top 10, so he would be very happy if Aaron Williams actually worked his way into the top 10, or if Zach Carlson could somehow go for the win. James Qualls, Callum Wells. Qualls is another driver. He's been about right at the bottom of the top 10 all season long, or right outside of it. He actually came here tied in 10th place with Trent Dunham in the standings. Trent has a win over James Qualls' 0 wins, so the 6th car was not a wild card contender. Qualls is running right now in the 11th position. Trent Dunham. Oh, Tim Freilich wrecked. What happened to the 36? I think him and Steven Gonzalez might have got together. Oh, Gonzalez has damage. Gonzalez has rear end damage to that car. I don't know how much it's going to affect Gonzalez, but that's not good for him at all. Henley, look, he's gotten to the wall. Oh, and James McLeod has as well. Trent Dunham is on the move right now. Brody Banta's caught Dylan Poteet. We've had a couple things happen. Look back. There's Fralick. Fralick's up. He's trying to get back up to speed. I think he has damage. He's still in third gear. Tim Fralick came across the line in 12th place when he was in the top 5. Now Matt Wells just about ran him over. Looking for Steven Gonzalez. Oh, and Adrian Becker just hit the wall. I think Steven Gonzalez is up to speed. He's in 6th place. Really hurt his chance of getting up to the leaders. James McLeod is battling with Trent Dunham for second as they're catching the slow car. Dylan Poteet in the 24. And McLeod with Dunham. He's 1 second back. He's got it. Dunham, he's just going to let him go by. These guys are needing as many points as they can. Oh, McLeod went way too hard in the corner. Yikes. Oh, and they smacked doors. Trent Dunham's going to take second back. He's like, not so fast there, James. And now they're doing that and allowed the points leader, Sean Henley, to catch them. He is in 4th place in that Napa number 3. Sean's had a couple of bad weeks and stuff. He got in a wreck early in the race last week in New Hampshire, finished horrible. But a lot of people around him in the point game as well. Oh, look out, James. McLeod just hit the wall right there. And Trent's gone by. I see smoke again. Who wrecked? Oh, and Dougie Shears is on pit road. Jacob Rodriguez, second in the standings. Mike Becker, he's on pit road. Aaron Reed got in it. Tim Fralick is on pit road again. Alright, I think we have to go check the replay now. We've got a couple of replays to check out. Catch up on stuff. Because I actually forgot to do it. And Sean Henley's gone around McLeod. He's in 3rd now as McLeod scrapes the wall once again. Trent Dunham's in 2nd. Brody Banta had a 3-second lead over Dunham, Henley, and McLeod. And Adrian Becker's catching up. And there is Emilio Navarrete. As you see Steven Gonzalez come around the corner as well as Matthew Rodriguez up there. Now Brody Banta, he looks up. He can give up this win. About to break the wall right there. He had to let off there big time. Trent Dunham just get the wall. Sean Henley did. McLeod did. They're carrying too much speed right there. And Adrian Becker's hung in behind Dylan Poteet. And James McLeod's going to take 3rd place away from Sean Henley. McLeod back to 3rd. McLeod needs a win desperately just to help him secure hopefully a spot in the chase later on. A win would help him big time because if he fell out of the top 10, he starts struggling all of a sudden. He wouldn't have that win. Oh, Sean Henley. Oh, they just roughed him up a little bit. They touched doors. And Henley's going to go back to 3rd again. It looks like McLeod's just trying to do something on the high side, or his car continues to drift up and he can't really control it. And you see the 78 car, Brody Banta, has cleared Emilio Navarrete. Navarrete is off the pace in the 1 car. And you see Red Bell is still battling with Zohar Mutton. They've been side by side. It seems like every time we check the cameras, they're always racing next to each other. Don't know what's going on there. Zohar, the brother of Fred's girlfriend, or boyfriend. I did it again. Trent Dunham, that is Trent's brother that Red just went by, so it's about time I guess he let her go. She's still trying to stay in the top 10 in points. She's currently 19th. Daryl Parsons is the next car to pass. He's in 18th. And Dylan Young's right ahead of them in 17th is Charles Jackson, last week's winner in New Hampshire. Runs 16th. There's a good run for Liam Harvick right now in the 17 car. That's Ford Fusion from Roush Fenway Racing. Trying to still get his feet wet in this series. Liam's not had much of luck. He had a horrible crash last week in New Hampshire where he saw him flip on the front straightaway. Liam's just trying to get some good runs and consistent runs to maybe carry over for next season and a new opportunity wherever he may go if he comes back next season. Ryan Acosta, that 2 car has been always quiet in my series from Jake Rogers and now with Ryan Acosta who came out of nowhere. Just been quiet as could be this season with his runs. A couple of top 5 finishes and good runs has led to him jumping into the top 10 in points. And now he's running 14th, a solid run for the 2 car, and he's exploring the new blue deuce paint scheme last couple of weeks. His Carpenter just hit the wall. Dylan Poteet's going down pit row. I think he needed to make a pit stop. Nothing changed. Oh, and Adrian Becker's actually worked her way up to 3rd. She's worked up there. She's caught those other drivers that kept bouncing off doors. So while we have a chance, we'll be coming to line this time for 11 to go. Let's go check out what's happened throughout this race so far. We have a lot of replays to check. Alright, this is what happened on lap number 1. Everybody was driving around just trying to get their tires warmed up and everything. Taylor Orndorff actually got out of the groove up there. You see Jessica Miller had to get up. Matthew Rodriguez completely ran over Matt Wells. Slides up. Look at Steven Gonzalez up there sideways. Miller hits the wall. She's going to lose it. And there's where Barney Ward got a piece, for Aaron Williams got a piece. Michael Causey got turned. They're going to start piling up. Some drivers get through it. Callum Wells just got a piece. Jason Marshall, Daryl Parsons, Eric Burden, nowhere to go. Both the Aaron cars got in it. They're piling up back here. Cody Lamas is around. Dylan Poteek, Brandon Parsons, Liam Ervig. And then, I don't know if something else happened up ahead. But Barney Ward took a big hit right there. Up here, check. Oh, this is where Jack Richards and them got involved, right at the front of the field. I never really actually got to look at this. Did this involve Jack Richards and Trent Dunham? Or was this Adrian Becker? No. Oh, Jack Richards had a huge run on James McLeod. McLeod's going to bounce off the wall. It's going to cause Richards to go around. Becker, Freilich, and Dunham get by. Sean Henley sneaks by. Taylor Orndorff, not so lucky. Seth Cole, not so lucky. I did not get a good camera angle. Oh, there's where Connor Breeden ran over Seth Cole. Taylor Orndorff standing in the track. There's where Ralph Green them pile in. Did Ralph Green hit the 18 car? I don't believe this. If anybody remembers Kentucky Speedway, Ralph Green versus Connor Breeden, it looks like it's not ended. As Ralph Green pays back Connor Breeden, like, take that, biatch. And Ralph Green got his revenge right there, it looks like. Randy Carpenter got a piece of it as well. There goes Ryan Juke, he just got in it. They start piling up here. And Ryan Juke actually flipped over. Wow, Jason Marshall just completely ran over Cody Lamas. Ryan Juke slipped over. But it looks like the rivalry between Ralph Green and Connor Breeden is going at it again. Didn't last long for it to continue, as they're both on pit road now and done for the day. And then a couple other wrecks happened, so we'll go check out another replay of another incident that happened later on. I don't remember seeing this wreck, but this is a simple incident between Charles Jackson and James Qualls. Qualls hits the wall scenario, Jack Richard went by with the eyes, and Charles Jackson, luckily nobody was around him. Go for a simple spin, and he keeps going. So Charles is actually battling for a top 10 position, but he fell back. I don't know if anything else happened up ahead. I don't think so. Okay, that's what happened there. And then we had a big pileup that involved some other drivers along the way, including Jacob Rodriguez. We'll find those right after this as well. I almost forgot. Remember Steven Gonzalez and Tim Freilich apparently get into it? Well, I said they did, and I'm pretty sure it did happen. And another case scenario, another car bouncing off the wall. Oh, he actually slowed up to try to avoid a wall. Adrian Becker didn't give him a break, and Tim Freilich ran right into the back of Steven Gonzalez. So Gonzalez was actually going to avoid the wall, but he had cars behind him, and that he can't just slam on the brakes in front of somebody like that. He was trying to avoid it, but he couldn't do nothing about it. Cars was able to avoid. Now we'll go check out another wreck. Okay, apparently over here in turn number 3, or coming off turn 3, it is Calamity Corner, as this time Darrell Parsons is going to bounce off the wall. Dougie Shears going to hit him. They almost saved it, and Dougie Shears' inexperience comes up into Tim Freilich and Darrell Parsons. Hard in the wall goes Dougie. Tim Freilich got a piece of Darrell Parsons. And then Jacob Rodriguez ran over Tim Freilich right there, and Mike Becker hit Dougie. Them right there, reckon. Aaron Reed nowhere to go, bounced off Darrell Parsons and runs right in the back of Mike Becker. Charles Jackson and Liam Ervig go by. There goes Dylan Young and Red Bell, as well as Zohar Munn. Big story right there. Jacob Rodriguez, second in the standings, took a hard hit. We're going to do an onboard camera of him and see what he saw. Alright, we are on board with Jacob Rodriguez, who did come in here second in the standings. He is sporting the Kroger paint scheme once again, and probably wish he had some Lucky Charms after that one, as you can see the leprechaun on it. But anyway, he probably wish he had some luck through this wreck, because this is what he saw after Dougie Shears and Darrell Parsons got together. Tim Freilich wouldn't have came down, he had that wreck avoided. I don't think he was very happy with Tim Freilich as he pulled up beside him. Freilich, I guess, did not realize that there was somebody coming down low, but that was a bad situation all around. So tough break for Jacob Rodriguez, and a lot of contenders were taken out of this race. And now we should be going back to live action now after this break. And we are back, as this field has been slowly deteriorated. And drivers that also dropped out of the race, you see Brandon Parsons dropped out. Actually, I think Gary had dropped out. Jessica Lawrence, Mike Becker will finish 27th. Aaron Reed 26th. Jacob Rodriguez will be 25th. You see Dougie Shears' debut. Well, his return series, actually his return. He'll finish 24th. Tim Freilich, good qualifying effort, but he'll end up 23rd today. Dylan Poche 2 laps down, Emilio Navarre 1 lap down. Darrell Parsons holding up the leader. Brody Banta, who was the last car on the lead lap, who was involved in that last incident. Banta has a 5.8 second lead over Trent Dunham. Now, the car that's been coming alive all of a sudden. Well, actually, Trent Dunham's not second anymore. It's, oh, no. Oh, and Trent Dunham's around. And he bounced off Sean Henley. That's not going to help Trent at all. He needs to get back going. Sean Henley lost a lot of time, and so did James McLeod, and Adrian Becker is now in sole possession of second place. Got to figure out where Trent Dunham's at. Here comes Aaron Williams and Zach Carlson. They're going to catch Trent. Trent's going to be back in 7th place at least, but he looks like he'll lose more spots unless he can stay in front of Zach Carlson and Aaron Williams. That was a big loss right there. He's lucky that the field is separated more and more cars are out of this race, so Dunham's going to return up to speed in 7th place as Zach Carlson slams the door in Aaron Williams' face and clears him for 8th place. James Qualls got around Callum Wells, his teammate, for 10th, and Wells has been way out of the group. He's back in the 3M paint scheme, and Trent's probably very fortunate where he didn't lose that many spots. Steven Gonzalez just threw it off the wall. Matthew Rodriguez going after the Pennzoil car, saying he's the real Shell Pennzoil car. I don't know, there might be a grudge between those two cars, I'm not sure. As well as the one car who also supports the Pennzoil paint scheme. Sean Henley is now in 4th, James McLeod's back to 3rd, and now Adrian Becker is in 2nd. But where is Brody Banta? There is Banta. And we're waiting for Adrian Becker. Look at the gap between the 78 and the 42. And then there's James McLeod and Sean Henley going by in 3rd and 4th. Matthew Rodriguez just got around Steven Gonzalez for 5th. See Emilio Navarre going by, and there's a gap a little bit. Trent Dunham's right now 7th. Aaron Williams got back around Zach Carlson for 8th. As Carlson back money, look at him. They got Luke Baseball in 10th. Callum Wells 11th. You have to go back a little bit to find Matt Wells, another Roush car. He's running 12th. Ryan Acosta 13th. Randy Carpenter 14th. Liam Irving 15th. Look out. Charles Jackson is 16th, going around the slow car. Dylan Poche. Dylan Young is 17th. Red Bell is 18th. Brody Bates going around Zohar Martin, who's 19th. Now there's only 18 cars left on the lead lap. But Brody Banta is setting pace here at Indy. That qualifying effort, getting the pole at the right track, is paying off for him as long as he can just drive it clean and everything the rest of the way. He can go wire to wire here at Indy and pick up his first career Mountain Dew Race Series victory. He's had a struggling season this car as he hits the wall. And he needs a good run. This could be what the doctor ordered. He can try to go around that win and get the win at the Brickyard, kiss the bricks, and get a win for Furniture Row Motorsports. Or Furniture Row Racing, I should say. I said Motorsports probably 10 times in this race. And Zohar Martin did go a lap down. He's now 19th. Adrian Becker is in 2nd. Make sure nobody else dropped out of the race. Oh, just had a couple more cars go a lap down. The big picture today could be between, there's the points there, Sean Henley. He could pad his point lead with Seth Cohen, Jacob Rodriguez, and Jack Richards having issues today. The only the only thing that could hurt him that's not going to hurt him that much is the car behind him, James McLeod, who's up in the points in the top 5, I believe. McLeod is 4th, so he can jump up. He's no 2nd place driver in the standings and still looking for that win if some miraculous can happen for him to catch up. Matthew Rodriguez is 5th. He's actually been creeping his way towards the top 10 in the points, so he's been working his way up despite not having a win, but he needs a win though. Steven Gonzalez solidly in the top 10 in points. He's running 6th, another good run he needs. Make sure nothing happens. Trent Dunham, he was actually 9th last time by. Trent, look out. Oh. James Qualls just gave him he almost hooked him. Dunham's struggling right now. He is on worn tire. He spun out and kept going, did not go to pit road. Every position matters for Trent Dunham. I believe that's 7th place. He said he was 9th, so he's been trying to work his way back up. James Qualls, he's another driver needing a good run. These 4 drivers all in like desperation mode, even though Carlson and Dunham both have a win, as well as Aaron Williams having 2 wins. Williams is probably in the best situation out of these 4, and Qualls needs anything he can get. He needs a win. Dunham and Carlson need to work their way and stay, either get in the top 10 or get back into it like Carlson needs to. There's Callum Wells. He's running 11th right now behind Emilio Navarre. Matt Wells, there's Ryan Acosta. He's in 13th. He might have stayed this spot in the top 10 in points. He might actually gain 2 spots now. And quietly working his way up the standings, even though not having a win. There's Liam Irving, Charles Jackson, Randy Carpenter. We'll go back and find another driver. There's Dylan Young. I think he's 14th in the standings coming to this race. He's running 17th. This might help him out a little bit, but it's not going to help him a lot as Brody Banta is about to put him a lap down. He actually lapped another important driver in the standings, Red Bell. Red Bell came in, I believe, I want to say 9th in the standings. She's running 18th, so this is an okay day, but it's going to be close for her. There's some other drivers behind her in the points running in the top 10, so Red's on the hot seat right now. Just like the color of her car. Red. Adrian Becker, second. She just has struggled heavily this season. So this could be a great run for the 42 car if she can finish the job. She gets behind a Red Bell. John Henley is third. Another solid run for the points leader, who could definitely expand that points lead. McLeod still fourth. Matthew Rodriguez fifth. Steven Gonzalez is sixth. Trent Dunham's pulled away. He's back in seventh now. If he can stay there, it'll be another solid day for Dunham, who came in here 10th in the standings, tied with the driver right behind him, James Qualls. Maybe that's why they were racing so hard. Qualls was tied with Dunham for 10th, but he didn't have the tiebreaker, and Dunham had it, so maybe that's why he drove hard. He didn't wreck him though. Oh, Aaron Williams and Zach Carlson! They just about wrecked each other. And then Callum Wells is saying, you gotta do that, and I'm gonna gain 2 spots, okay? And Callum Wells now is in 9th place. Now Aaron Williams got kicked out of the top 10. Him and Zach Carlson, that was very close. I think they realized that they're both racing, trying to get in the chase. It's not worth wrecking each other for 9th place. I don't know if Williams will be happy about that. Carlson, I don't know what that was about. Ooh, Aaron Williams, I guess he's just saying, I'm just going to go by. So Williams is going to take 10th place away from Carlson. Looking back, nothing else is happening. I think everybody else is spaced out. Brody Banta's gone around Dylan Young and lapped him. So now only 15 cars are left on the lead lap. Wait. He was 17. Something happened with somebody. I don't know what happened. Somebody wrecked. I think. I don't know. I don't know if Dylan Young was that position. That was weird. Somebody dropped out of the race. Oh, Liam Irving had a radiator issue on the 17 car. He was having a good run too. Oh man. So that's what happened. Liam Irving dropped out of the race with a radiator issue. That's unusual, but it happened. Brody Banta, with his pancaked right side, has only 2 laps to go until the checkered flag here at Indy for the Brickyard 400. Catching Charles Jackson and Dylan Pote. They're off the pace a little bit. Adrian Becker, the lead is 2.7 seconds. She's actually cut into the lead, but she's going to run out of time. That's still a long distance back to catch Banta. This could be a huge way to start your career and get your first win. He's going to do like one of his favorite drivers, Paul Menard, who picked up his first career Sprint Cup Series victory at Indy 1 year ago. Brody Banta and his favorite driver's car, Regan Smith. He's driving the 78 Furniture Row racing car here at Indy and taking the white flag. 1 lap to go for Banta. He's going to try to get his first win in one of the biggest races of the season, the Brickyard 400. He has to stay away from trouble with the lap cars. Charles Jackson is right in front of him. Charles is going to give way to the high side, maybe. Not. Charles is trying to race hard for stay on the lead lap. The worst thing Brody Banta could have is have him and Charles wreck together and Adrian Becker pick up the victory. We're going to keep an eye on this. He clears Jackson. And he's going to actually go up and hit the wall, possibly. Oh, he did. Adrian Becker has second. Sean Henley and McLeod are battling hard for fourth if Matthew Rodriguez tries to close in, but it's not about them, it's about this man, this young driver, Brody Banta. It's going to start on the pole. He's going to go wire to wire. And Brody Banta will take the Brickyard 400 to pick up his first career Mountain Dew Race Series victory. Adrian Becker, great fit for her in second. Sean Henley will get third from James McLeod. He'll hang on. Matthew Rodriguez stronger in fifth. Steven Gonzalez is going to finish sixth. James Qualls got ahead of Trent Dunham. They're going to the line. And Qualls will get 7th. Dunham will finish 8th. Callum Wells finished 9th. And Zach Carlson finished 10th. There's Matt Wells. Oh, and Aaron Williams. Is he smoking? Oh, my God. I don't believe this. He has to coast to the line. Aaron Williams, last 2 nationwide races, has had an engine failure. And now in the Cup Series, Aaron Williams has blown up across the checkered flag. What in the world? I have never seen a car of the same driver just keep braking. He'll end up 13th, but he's pretty lucky that happened going to the checkered flag, but I have no idea what happened. A broken camshaft. It's been a camshaft, a valve, and something else. I can't even think right now, but a gearbox. That's just crazy. We're actually going to go back and see that. I mean, he was running 10th place over Zach Carlson. Wait, did he hit the wall to do that? He hit the wall, and then, oh, there it goes. They just let go on him. The camshaft broke. I don't know if hitting the wall had anything to do with it, but that's what happened to Aaron Williams, and it cost him a top 10 finish. But I think 13th is still pretty acceptable, considering that tight points battle. And then Liam Ervig, back here. We're just going to check it while we're here. Oh, maybe that might have something to do with it. Liam Ervig hit the wall hard, bounced off Charles Jackson. That car got airborne. He almost flipped again. Jackson can come out. Whoa! He slipped right in front of Ervig. Gotta take that. Look at that 15 car just pull up in front of him. Ervig. He was slow going around, and he pulled in his pistol and he was done. But that was that. I'm going to export these results because Brody would die if I didn't save this. And there you go. There's your results. Unfortunately for Williams too, that would be another DNF for him. I don't know if he'll count or not. I probably will just because it says it. But oh well, he got 13th. And then Liam Harvey was 22nd. But congrats to Brody Banta and the whole Furniture Row Racing team for picking up the win at Indy. First career win, big win. That was a good time to get the pole as well. Adrian Becker, strong run in second. Sean Henley will end up third. James McLeod fourth. Matthew Rodriguez fifth. Steven Gonzalez, James Qualls, Trent Dunham, Callum Wells, and Zach Carlson was your top 10. And you see Matt Wells, good run for him in 11th, and Ryan Acosta snuck in there for 12th. Aaron Williams finished 13th despite blowing up. I don't know what's the deal. RCL needs to get their engine program worked out because Williams drives for them in the Nationwide Series as well. He's had 2 engine failures in a row, or engine-related failures, and now in the Cup Series it looks like it's carried over. That could be problems in the future as well for his teammate Jacob Rodriguez, who's second in the points, as well as Matthew Rodriguez, who finished 5th today. So, as well as Sean Henley too. He's a part of the RCR group. He finished 3rd, so that's something they have to keep an eye on. And then you look down, Randy Carpenter, Charles Jackson were the last cars on the lead lap. And you see Dylan Young, Red Bell, 17th. Zohar Munn, Daryl Parsons, Million of Art, your top 20, and Dylan Pote with the last car running in 21st. As we look through the rest of your results, drivers that took big hits in the points, notably, well, you see there's Dougie Shears. Just want to point him out one more time, making his return. He ended up 24th. He got involved in a wreck, as along with the others. Jacob Rodriguez, 25th. Aaron Reed, 26th. Mike Becker, 27th. Brandon Parsons, 29th. Barney Ward, 30th. His bad luck continues. Jack Richards, 31st. Eric Burton, 36th. Seth Cole, 37th. Danny Wells, 40th. So some of these drivers are in big time trouble now. And now we hit that final stretch. We're done with race 20. There's only 6 races left until the cutoff, until after Richmond. Just 6 races left to get in the chase. It's a bad time to start having bad finishes, but we'll see what it does to the point standings, because it'll definitely be shooken up after this race. But we're going to go to the next page and check out what we're racing for race 21. As Brody Banta takes the win here at Indy. And we are done for race 20 at Indianapolis as Brody Banta and the whole 78 team gets to kiss the bricks. Good way to start the career, their first win. As we move on to our next race, which might get tweaked a little bit from the last race, we're going back to Pocono. And that should be interesting for the Pennsylvania 400. We'll see how that race goes. Zach Carlson won there earlier this season, so can Carlson try to sweep Pocono? We'll find out though. But that's where we are next time. Make sure to check the points, and I hope you guys enjoyed the race today. And I will see you guys next time. Congrats one last time to Brody Banta and the whole team for the victory, and I will see you guys at Pocono.